Now, rents are still rising at the fastest pace in decades and hitting another record high nationally. The average rent in April, over $1,800. That is up nearly 17% from a year ago. Some cities saw increases that are even more jaw dropping. Miami seeing the fastest growth in April with rent spiking 52% to 2,800. That's not.
Now you gotta ask, is this even legal? You gotta ask, is this even legal? Like everybody is increasing their rent. Everybody is increasing their rent rates to ridiculous high amounts, and uh, Americans really is not getting paid enough to cover this. You gotta think about it. Somebody lived in a house. You gotta think about it. Somebody lived in a house or apartment, and they was paying. Let's just say in the landlord, they were living in the house and they were paying $1,000 for the house, and they decided they want to go up $2,800. They go up to $2,800, but that $1,000 that they were paying for rent, said they was only bringing home. Well, let's just say they only bring home $3,000 a month from their job after taxes. How is somebody going to afford $2,800 a month? Then let's just say, okay, downsize. You should downsize. You can't afford it, then leave. Okay, so they're only bringing in $1,000 a month on top of all the other bills that they have to cover: car payments, insurance, um, keep food on the table. Gas prices are ridiculous right now. So let's just say they, okay, I'm not gonna pay. I was paying $1,000. Went up. My landlord went up another $1,800 on me. So I'm gonna leave that, and I'm gonna get me an apartment. The the apartments the apartments is at let's just say apartment will range around $800, $900 for a 2, 3 bedroom apartment and stuff. And now all of a sudden stuff, oh, they want to go up, depending on the area, they want to go up $1,000 to $1,900. That's still not enough money for what a person was making and bring home off of the off of their paycheck. This is something somebody in Hub got to do with Fannie Mae, whoever running the housing situation here in America. They need to put an end to this and make some type of bill, laws, policies, or something. They good for making and writing up laws and policies. Somebody needs to go ahead and write up a laws and policy to stop these doggone real estate agents and these real estate people from increasing the rents and from increasing these rents to a ridiculous amount. Because you got to think about the people who is living in houses and who people who don't own no houses and stuff. This recently don't own no house because they can't afford mortgage rates and prices and stuff. So they live in renting and everything. This is gonna drive. You're gonna see more Skid Row activity going on all around across. You got Skid Row. You got Denver, Colorado, Las Vegas, Chicago. I think Philadelphia is on the list for high homeless population and high tent setup every places and stuff. Arizona, we just got on the list too. Some places in Atlanta just got on the list too. And this has been in the last 2 years or so. These people in power is creating a major crisis here in America and everything. And it's not for the American people. The ones who's in power right now is not for American people. It is a money grab and it's keep poor people poor. People barely making ends meet with their income that they was having and stuff. And then now everything inflation is gonna cause major problem here in the USA. And then on top of that, we got thousands, hundreds of thousands of people crossing the border coming in here, and then they getting funding and stuff, and they getting funding and stuff to get houses and everything. How is they gonna pay for this? Who is paying for this? Our tax dollars, our money that we work hard for, and we get tax off of and everything, is going to cover and put immigrants who come across the border and stuff into houses and stuff that we are being forced out of, or homes or apartments that we are being forced out of, and they're gonna get some type of government assistance and stuff. Where we not the hardworking Americans not getting any type of assistance. This is flat out. This is flat out wrong. I want to say some other stuff, but I'm trying to keep it clean and stuff because this is YouTube.
$550 more than the previous year. And the Sunshine State really can't catch a break. Orlando and Tampa round out the top three cities with the biggest increase. And
California and Las Vegas on that list.
To pay the price. News Nation's Marky Martin takes a look at what the future holds for renters.
From coast to coast, rent is rising, hitting a new record high in April, with prices up 17% in the last year.
Used to pay $1,300 for 2,000 square foot home rental. Now I'm paying $2,200.
According to a new report from Realtor.com, the average renter shelling out more than $1,800 a month. If trends continue, that number is on pace to become more than $2,000 a month by August. Florida seeing the fastest growth. Miami renters paying close to.
I feel it should be some type of petition or something in place for the people in the government to fight against these real estate agents or these realtors, these homeowners and everything, to stop them from skyrocketing the rents like how they is. Mortgage rates is going up. People who own homes and stuff can't afford to pay for. But what people? It's more. It's a lot of people who have homes and real estate property and stuff where it's even paid off of, even if they did during the pandemic borrow against it. That's not for the people living in it to cover your expenses and your fees and stuff because you borrowed against it. I don't know much about real estate and everything, but I do know enough. I do know enough. And some of these people got PPE loans and stuff from the government during the pandemic and everything. They is gonna pocket. They is gonna pocket double of what they normal would pocket and stuff if this stays the same and stuff. This is crazy, man. It's more reviews from me and everything. I'm coming with more.
To $3,000. Other Sunbelt cities like San Diego and Las Vegas seeing similar increase.
They're raising the rates. When we first signed, we read as an income rate. I just think that that's unfair.
In New York, even studio apartments are 30% more expensive than last year, and bidding wars are intense. The cheapest cities to rent generally in the South and Midwest. The top three locations: Odessa, Texas, Lake Charles, Louisiana, and Davenport, Iowa.
I get 15 to 20 calls a day for people looking for assistance on their rental funds.
Patty Brock works to provide emergency financial aid to people in Grand Prairie, Texas. Her federal rental funds ran dry, so she's pushing renters out to a 50-mile radius to find affordable housing. Americans who are still playing catch-up from the pandemic.
And while you're trying to catch up, now your rent went up another $500. So absolutely, it's working class people. It's not the rich and famous or people who aren't working at all.
According to a recent study by the National Low Income Housing Coalition, there isn't a city, state, or county right now where a typical minimum wage worker can afford a 2-bedroom rental. If you're someone who's facing a rent hike or you can't find affordable housing, start by researching rent control laws in your area. Seek out rental assistance programs for aid, and don't be afraid to negotiate with your landlord. Marky Martin, News Nation, Dallas.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below.
Yeah, something gotta be done. It gotta be somebody in high power. Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. what's that black dude named Ben Carson, Fannie Mae of Hub Housing something or Housing Urban Development or something. Somebody in one of these fields and everything. They need to get up off their hinds and start investigating this and forcing these rates to be at a stall. To be at a stall because this is a money grab coming out of the pandemic. Yes, some people didn't pay their rent. Some people didn't pay their rent. They use this pandemic, this COVID, whatever you want to call it, to avoid paying rent. But you got some honest, living, working, hard working American stuff who continue to pay their rent and everything. And then now coming out the pandemic, these landlords want to increase their rent. I live here in Las Vegas, and my landlord talking about at the end of my contract, mine is going up $200. I'm 86. I was paying 860 last year during the pandemic, and I moved in my place at the beginning of the pandemic before everything got shut down and the rent mandatory went into it went into place and everything. Never missed a payment, never stopped paying it. And then the following year when I signed a new contract, went up $35, which was okay and acceptable and stuff. But then now the third year, they talking about going up $200 from 860 to $200 and stuff. That's is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. My hourly pay haven't went up. I'm still well, I make a little bit more, but it still haven't. That's besides the point and everything. You talking about $200 increase? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I could make 200. I could pay the extra $200, but that extra $200 stuff a month is coming out of my pocket, my budget, and my funds and my savings and stuff that I could have put towards something else. It's ridiculous for these people to be doing this. Like I said, somebody, Sleepy Joe, Colin Harris, whatever her name is, I believe his name is Ben Carson, is the secretary or head of House and Urban Development, whatever you call it, hub something. I forgot the term or the name for it, but it's one new position that somebody in that power need to get up off their hinds and start investigating this and putting an end to this because I know for a fact that majority of people who is trying to increase these rents by 33%, 28%, 22%, 100%, and trying to double and make more stuff, they got PPE loans and stuff to whatever they need to do with it, and it could easily be paid off in a three a 3 to 5 year term and stuff because of how much they was making before the pandemic and everything. You got the apartment complexes and the people who do have houses, so they have a portfolio of 15, 20 houses or whatever real estate properties that they own and they manage and everything. They can easily make that back. I know for a fact the apartment complex I'm in and stuff, and I already did the number on how many units here and what they was making and stuff, easily could be paid back. This is just a money grab. This is just a whole money grab for the richer to keep getting richer and the poor to keep getting poor. And you're gonna wonder why so much crime. You gotta wonder why so many people out here cutting Cadillac converters off and stealing gas and running in stores, smashing, grabbing, and doing all this crazy stuff. Because people don't see no hope to maintain. You got people out here working. I seen a video a few months ago of the Cadillac converter theft thing last year, a few months ago, whatever. I seen a video of stuff people in Infinity, brand new Infinities, 2019, 2020 Infinities and everything, stealing Cadillac converters. And these white collar people, this ain't no black people or no junkies and stuff. I seen them doing that on video, call camera doing it. Research it yourself. Look for Cadillac converter thefts. And you got people tomorrow in all shapes and forms snatching Cadillac converters and stuff. Why? Because it's easy money. 100 to $300 for a Cadillac converter. You get a good 10, 15 of them stuff. You good for a month or whatever your habits or your living expenses is stuff. You could probably double it doing that. We got people out here snatching gas. It's gonna get harder and harder for the average American working class people, middle class people and stuff who barely living above means. And then you wonder why people start committing crimes or doing whatever just to make ends meet. Yeah, but somebody need to do something about this. I'm going ahead and end this video. Name is Ellis. Name is Aries Kane. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment. Catch you on the rebound.